Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Sidebar with Meko and Sam. I'm Sam.
And I'm Meko.
Hey, so today we got like two high-level topics we'd like to discuss. First of all, we know that our children, if you have children, nieces, nephews, people who matter to you, young kids who are going back to school. Can you believe it's August already, Meko?
Already? No, I can't.
Like,
wow.
It was just like March and April, and this whole Corona crap was just starting to infiltrate, and now we made it to August. How about that?
Hallelujah.
Okay.
I'm so excited.
Me too, because now it's time for the children to go back to school, right?
Right.
How do you feel about that? What grades are your kids going back to, and how do you feel about that? Does your county have options for your children returning to school?
Yes, they do. Like you can, you could opt to do the in-person learning, or you could do the at home homeschool.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So, but I think they would have to still be on their computers or whatever, on their iPads from like 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. Like you can't. It's like regular school. So I think that would be good versus them being able to do whatever they want. Like I don't, so I opt for them to stay home because I can't take chances. Adults are having issues with the coronavirus, so imagine teenagers.
Absolutely. These school board meetings. Yeah, these school board meetings where these decisions are being made, they're even being held by Zoom. Okay. Yeah. But you want us to send our kids to school? I think not. Nope. I have a baby. My daughter just graduated. My middle child just graduated from high school in May. So now I'm down to one more.
Down to one more.
Do it. Won't he?
Won't he do it?
Won't he?
Yes,
won't he? And he will. And he will. It is almost done. You hear me?
Yes.
So my baby's going to the 7th grade, and it's the same thing here. There's 3 options. There's one where you can send your kids back to school. Mm-hmm. You can do the all-day learning online where they keep their spot in their school district, because the magnet program, things of that nature. Or you can do Florida virtual. The only downside to that is you lose your spot. Like if your kids went to, like I said, a magnet school, whatever, you lose your spot, and God knows what type of teaching. I don't know. Maybe it's quality teaching. I don't know. But at least with the second option, you go 9 weeks at a time, right? You have to do the 9 weeks. So I guess that's every quarter. Okay. And then if you want your child to return to school, you have that option. So 9 weeks from when school starts, which got pushed back to, I think it got pushed back 2 weeks here. So they're going to go back to school late August. So 9 weeks looks like the regular report card period. But she probably still won't go back to school until. Huh? The second option where she does it online. It's like 9 to, like you said, anywhere from 9 to 4. They're online all day. Yeah. On their laptops, and I'm glad that they're doing that, because remember when it was spring break and when the kids went home because of Corona, it was like haywire. It was crazy.
It was. And a lot of parents wasn't used to it. The children wasn't used to it. So it was kind of crazy. So
yeah.
And then we want to, like, what are you guys thinking? Like, are you guys opting to keep your kids at home? Are you okay with letting them go to school? Like, what are you feeling? And Sam, how do you think the government is going to handle this? Soon? Are we not going to have a choice?
Ooh, I would hope not. Hopefully, and Lord willing, whatever this is, it gets cleared up. I've heard some, I'm not a conspiracy theorist. Yeah. Like a friend of mine, actually, I was talking to a friend girl a couple of days ago, and she called me a conspiracy theorist. When it comes to the coronavirus. And I had to laugh, but I was like, homegirl, I understand you scared. You know what I'm saying? That's fine, but I'm not gonna allow this virus to first of all, to have me living in fear. Mm-hmm. Where I don't go out and live my life. I'm gonna wash my hands, I'm gonna wear my mask, but outside of that, I guess my point was, I saw a post somewhere and I shared it with her. Mm-hmm. I said, hey, it's going to be interesting what happens with this coronavirus after the election.
It is. Mm-hmm.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Because as far as what I see on the news and stuff, our country has it the worst, right?
Yeah. I mean, we don't have, the leader still doesn't, well, we know we are, but he just won't admit it. But like we said constantly, that narcissistic stuff is not going to let him, he's not a leader. The only reason he's there because of his money. So what are we going to do? We have to stick together. We have to vote.
Yeah, we do. Enough is enough. I mean, this is crazy.
Yeah.
It's
So
crazy.
I hope a lot of people are opting to just keep their kids home. I know with them going back to work and with so much, I mean, it's just a lot. It's just a lot. Keep your prayer life strong, you guys, and do what you can, because it's pray. You know what I'm saying? Pray and keep your head to the sky. Keep kneeling. And use common sense. Don't send those kids back to school, even if they have the right of way. Don't do it.
Right. Do your best. And if they have to go, send them with masks, hand sanitizer. Just teach them the importance of keeping their hands from their face. Now it's just not the time to kind of live like we were a couple months ago. But if we just hold on and if we keep going with these safe practices, we should see something shift pretty soon. So that's all we got with that topic there. Did you have anything else before we move forward?
Yeah, since we're talking about the adults, since we're talking about the children, what about the adults? Do you have any suggestions, or, just before we get out of here, we want to see, do you have any tips or anything as far as the adults, because we got to keep our spirit clean. We got to keep ourselves healthy because our kids going back to school. So we're dealing with a lot mentally. Like, how can we, how can that affect our spirit? Like, how can we get rid of that evilness or whatever?
Oh, wow. Well, first of all, we have to remain positive. I think a good tip is just to remain positive. This is like something that's brand new. I'm sure none of us living has ever been through anything like this. But before, there were plagues. There were the bubonic plague. There was Spanish flu. This is just it's like a repetition of other diseases and illnesses that have hit the world on a global level. And we just have to remember that people survive. I mean, you're going to survive. It's going to take, and it has taken, a great amount of recalibration, if you will. Like, we can't do the things that we used to do, but that's okay. We should really be taking this time, to be honest, to kind of tidy up some areas. I know, like, for me in particular, there are some things I should have gotten accomplished, but because of the quarantine and us not being able to move like we used to move, I've been able to go back to through some of the areas in my life and just do some foundational work. So having a positive outlook, just knowing that it won't always, and it can't always be like this. It's going to get better. But to also take a look, like do an inventory, like write a list of, who said this the other day? Somebody said, what's his name? Warren Buffett said to write down 25 things that you want to do in your lifetime, right? And choose the top 5. Right? After you write down 25, choose the top 5 and erase all the others. That's what you want to focus on. You want to focus on those top 5 things. Yeah. Focus on those top 5 things, and that'll give you something to look forward to when we come out of this, because we're going to come out of this.
Yes.
What do you got?
I like that, girl. I was writing it down, actually. Okay. Because I'm going to do that. I'm going to write down 25 things, and I'm going to pick my top 5, because like like we're saying, not just for our children, because we want to protect them, but we also have to protect our space too.
Absolutely.
We also have to, take care of our mental health too. So I just feel like if we can all stick together and we can all just try and get together and vote and try and get some federal help that can actually get this thing under some sort of control. But until then, and even after then, we're still going to have to come together as people, as a community, and just lift each other up, help each other. Wear your mask. It's not, like I keep saying, it's common sense stuff. It just is. It's common sense stuff, but some of them that get to say, oh yeah, well, Trump don't do this and that. Come on, let's just get them out of there. So at least we can get common sense. Like, that's when we can really hit on some topics. Let's see, what are these people going to do? Because are they listening? Like I said, prayer is the most key thing to making sure these kids get back safely, making sure the adults keep your head to the sky. Like,
that's right. Yeah.
What do you think? Like,
I agree. Stay focused. Don't get distracted. Because it's so easy to. It's so easy to get distracted, to get depressed, to get overwhelmed. Yeah. A lot of people have lost a lot. A lot of people have lost their income. Yeah. And then with unemployment. What's going on with the $600 extra $600 they were handing out. I think that's at a standstill for right now.
Yep.
I mean, people are really like really struggling, like really like what the world is going on, and it's a lot. It's a lot, you know. However, what maybe I think we talked about this our last episode. What's something that you can do to generate an income?
Yeah.
I mean, we all have a talent. You know, there's something that you could do with your eyes closed. There's something you can do while you're asleep. Something you can do running backwards. You get what I'm saying? Like, you're so talented and you're so good at it. You know, and people will pay you for it. And I think sometimes we're fearful of what that success could look like. So that's another area you could probably look into if you find yourself kind of being stretched way thin. You know, what's something that you can contribute? Dang, Nabby, who was it? Just yesterday again, I was talking to a friend on the phone. And he had all these great ideas about what he wanted to do. And he said, do you think that's a good idea? And I just shared with him what somebody shared to me. If it addresses a need, do it, because the money's going to come. Yeah. It's going to come. Yeah.
Oh, and I just made a post about that too. I said,
you did?
I promise you I did. When we get out, you can look on there. And I said the same thing about go ahead, start, do it. You can correct it later. I did it on my Instagram and on my Facebook, so you'll see it on both. That's
so true.
It is.
It's so true.
It is. And you have to push. I mean, and it is hard. And just like you said, when you was talking to a friend, I had someone, and I won't say your name, but I did. I had someone calling me yesterday in tears, like
I'm sure,
falling, like
I'm sure,
like, and to where she couldn't even talk, you know. And like I said, I will not say your name, but this is just worthy for me to say, just in case someone is listening before we close, because I don't want to talk about it too long. But I just want to say, like, and she was just boohoo, just, you know. And so she was, and to where she couldn't even just talk. And I'm like, listen, but I couldn't get, and I was fixing some food. Like, I was putting on meat and my cheese. I was rocking. But then I'm like, how? Like, you know, but then I had to put it down. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And then she's like, can you just pray? Can you just pray for me? So then I stopped fixing my food. Jesus, no, I'm like, thank you. Cause I was ready, girl, I was hungry, but all of that left because I totally understood her immediatally. And I went in there and I closed that closet, girl, and I just got to praying. I
know that's right.
And she just got the boohooing to where I'm about to boohoo. So I'm like, well, then I pulled it on back and I'm like, listen, stop. Let's gather yourself. Stop, gather yourself. But I understand it because you're not the only one that's going through that. She's not, she's not the only, that's what I was telling her. But all at the same time, you know, so I just want to let people know that you're not the only one that's stressed out or figure out, I can't get it together. I can't figure this out. It's not working for me. But indeed, it is working for you. Allow it to work for you. Allow it to work for you. Listen to yourself. And even if you can't start a business, that is fine. Work on something else. Like Sam said earlier, what do you like to do? What can you do in your sleep? You know?
Right. I mean, we all have something. The problem is sometimes we minimize it and we don't think somebody would pay for it or somebody would give us the time. And that ain't nothing but the enemy trying to come through, you know, to try to delay,
I agree,
you know, your blessing or whatnot. But that's excellent advice. See, we need more friends like Meko who we can call when we going through. You know, who we can call when we need to get a prayer through. Because I mean, that could be me. That could be her. You know, don't ever think just because you see somebody riding and shining that they're like a prayer away from jumping off a bridge. You get what I'm saying?
Nope.
Like you just have to reach out for help if you need it.
You have to.
And then if you're in a position where you can help someone, just understand. Do you understand how helpful, how life altering, how helpful Meko was just by stopping what she was doing and listening and praying? Like, it's really simple. It is never complicated. It's always the simple stuff in life that we can do to help somebody else out.
When I was done, like, she literally, after I calmed her down after the prayer, she was just like, thank you, Lord. She was all like, okay, thank you. I got it. And then, but she was like, thank you, because I really, really feel better. Thank you. And girl, I'm telling you, and the food that I was fixing, I kind of didn't even want it, to be honest.
Right.
I mean, Lord, you know, I did. I killed it later. I ate it. But I didn't even want it. I was filled myself. So helping her helped me.
There you go.
So that's what you're going to get.
Baby, there you go. Because that's how it always, we are all connected, period. At the end of the day, we're all connected. So. Yay!
Yes. Is there anything else that you want to say? Because I'm done. I think that was
honey.
Feeling.
No, honey, I'm good. I'm good. Y'all just keep them kids safe. Y'all stay safe. You know, I hear in these streets, especially as we're going back to school. And then, like we said earlier, just watch what you allow in your spirit. You know, sometimes we can't help it, but other times, you know, just be aware, remain positive in the face of this adversity.
Yeah. But
girl,
remain positive. I mean, that's it though. We're
in and closing, y'all. I mean, we got the kids going back to school. Y'all keep them babies safe, keep them covered, and first of all, in prayer. Because prayer works and it sure enough changes things. Keep yourself prayed up, keep yourself healthy, and then watch what you allow. Watch what you allow in your spirit and who you allow to affect your spirit. And just remember, you know, we all need help. So y'all be blessed out there.
Yes, trust that energy.
Okay.